Head west.
So, notice it is July 26th. One order pops up on one phone, same Dasher account, nothing on the other. And this is why how they keep me broke. Trying to coerce a lie and being trafficked. We're gonna starve her till she does what we say. Trying to coerce a lie. Coercion is a crime, dum-dum. That's not, it's not something you want to advertise. But you like bringing heat on you, don't you? Yeah, you brought a lot of heat on you. How many millions of dollars do you spend getting told on? Getting us intel? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of your thing, though, isn't it? So, there's that.
Head west.
So notice it is July 26th. One order pops up on one phone, same gesture account, nothing on the other. And this is why how they keep me broke. Trying to coerce a lie and being trafficked. You're gonna starve until she does what we say. Trying to coerce a lie. Coercion is a crime, dum-dum. It's not, it's not something you want to advertise. But you like bringing heat on you, don't you? Yeah, you brought a lot of heat on you. How many millions of dollars do you spend getting told on, getting us intel? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of your thing, though, isn't it? So, there's that. Okay, so you can see two different phones again after I just said they hacked my DoorDash app. It's illegal access and use of an electronic device that doesn't belong to you. I have 200 emails and texts that I have not seen that I will get to see once Mr. Perry is finally arrested and there's a trial and all that crap. He is a nosy body and he intercepted things that don't concern him. Talked to my school, made them believe that there's a romance there, talked to my family, all behind my back. I didn't take him around and introduce him and go, this is my boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. I have everyone else that I dated, but Mr. Perry's not a date. Mr. Perry's a job. So, let's try this again. I moved from Lubbock in 2013. I left to get away from him, Mr. Perry, and his harassment. I'm telling friends in Facebook messages in 2011, 2012, he's coming where I am, watching me in my backyard, creeping around. He's a creepster. He's a stalker. I may have to move. Threatening to ruin my business. Mr. Perry is married to his high school sweetheart, Jacqueline Perry, and he has 2 kids, Jordan and Matthew. What if somebody did to Jordan what you do to me? Put cameras in their house, broadcast her all over the dark web, tried to ruin everything she tried to do, make her go broke, starve her. I mean, come on with this. So, he sold me to some guys in Houston, took half the money up front, goes around and tells people, that's my girlfriend and I don't want her in Oklahoma. Listen, there's no romance there. I fucking can't stand the guy. I moved twice to get away from him and have no conflict, no communication, no drama, no problems, and not be harassed. And one thing that I really liked about Fabian is he said, I think you deserve better than to spend the rest of your life being harassed by this guy. Because he was calling there, Jaguars. He's misrepresented his relationship to me. I've not seen him since 2013. I can't stand him. I've tried 11 times to get a judge to make him leave me alone. And he buys his way out. But that doesn't change my intent in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it pissed a lot of good people off, and it helped us get intel. He's in organized crime. Nobody's caught the crime like we have. No other victim knew that they were trafficked like I do before. So he goes around and tells people, that's my girlfriend, I don't want her in Oklahoma. But he hasn't seen me since 2013. Or I haven't seen him. I won't go anywhere near him. I moved from Lubbock to Dallas area to get away from him. And then I moved from the Dallas area home to my family, where I came to be with my family and have no drama and no conflict. I mean, my family has drama, but it's normal family drama, and it's contained. It's not a strange person who's trying to kill you and sell you and commit every vulgar crime on the planet against you. So you can see how I just did a podcast
And I just said he's cloned my phone. He takes over the Dasher app. I make sure I don't make any money because he wants to me. If you're destitute, you're easier to traffic. Yesterday it was, I'm going to take your car. I'll give you a nice car, but you have to do what we say. You have to tell me who's helping you. No. I don't think so. I just need to sit down and we just need to give you the right offer. We just need to talk. No. You need to talk. I don't want to hear from you. You never shut up. I don't know what the hell else there is to talk about. And I said no. I left. You need to take your dress off and put your little doll down and act like a man. Nothing more pathetic than a bitch who can't move on. Okay, so this is the last I've heard from my boss at Sensations. He's asking me to come back. See? Are you coming back? Is it dirty again? Okay, so does that sound like he's pissed off at me for stealing money? No, I still have the key. I still have the key to the club. You're there. You're in the club. You got your people there, your trafficking victims there, and you got the waitress there. And I said, I'll go back. I injured my knee. You had your waitress try to set me up for petty larceny. You threatened to have me arrested at the club. You wanted me dancing so you could do it on prostitution. You could do it on this petty larceny that I didn't steal money. I didn't steal money. I've never stolen money. I have some faults. Stealing is not one of them. If I needed money, I would go to Paul and say, Paul, can I have a loan? And he would give me a loan. And I would pay him back. I think that's in here somewhere too. Let me see. Right there. Right there. I just paid him $50. It was the last $50 I owed him. So, there's that. What I said is, I've spent my life around very high power people. I have very high power people helping me right now. They're doing things you guys have not seen before. We quote you every damn day, and we have for 10 years, 7 that you know of. I'm not going to put up with your little twit waitress, drug dealer. I'm not going to. I mean, I don't know whose fucking weird ass idea that was, but it was a bad one. I'm not going to put up with your little twit, stupid, I'm in the back, dressing room, talking to my boyfriend that I met on Facebook. Have not, I don't think she's even seen him in person. Met him on Facebook, and we're going to get married, and he's got a phone in jail talking to me on it. I'm in the back dressing room talking to him. And guess what he's in jail for? He killed a cop in Oklahoma City 8 years ago. Yeah, she works for you. I'm not going to deal with that. I don't have to. I don't need to. I don't want to. I don't have to. I've never had anyone get in my face like she does. Everybody at that club knows I fucking hate drama. I don't do drama. You got drama? Take it on the other side of the dress. Keep that fucking shit away from me. Everybody knows I hate it. Also, Mr. Perry, when you send your guys in, we can tell in 2 seconds. They brag about having money. They spend nothing. They come in there with canned food and ask a lot of nosy body questions and things that are none of their business. The last guy we know for sure was your guy that came in and, I do international business, blah, blah, blah. I'm this big rich guy. Hands me $2 and leaves. And asked me, are you living at the club? And I said, listen, wow, that's not your business, is it? Nosy body, you must work for Charles, Connie Curry. I mean, you guys are all the same. No money, and asking questions that just don't. It's not your business where I live, is it? But I was here. If you heard me talking to the plumber, I was here meeting the plumber. So why don't you mind your own fucking business? So there was stuff at the club that needed to get done, and I got it done. Now, whether or not I stayed a little bit so that it's easier, it's more convenient for me and them, it's not your business, is it? Where I live is none of your business, stalker, sex trafficker, you got child pornography problems. That's what you need. You're going to be sitting down with your attorney figuring out how you're going to carve out your defense because you're in a lot of trouble. And you're a little bit mentally slow, and even though we quote you guys every day for 10 years, you don't know you're in a little bit of trouble? I mean, we don't even know what to say to that. But this is, doesn't look like he's mad at me. No. He's asking me, when are you coming back? So I'm not going to put up a waitress shit. I also didn't talk to the boss about it. I don't have... that's the other thing. I could get a cutthroat. This and that would happen. 2 girls threatened to beat me up. Both of them, I said the same thing. Here's what's the deal. I'm not 20. I'm not into the thing that you guys are into where we got to show who's tougher and have some sort of brawl. And I don't care what you think. You are going to hit me. I'm not going to hit you back. I'm going to call 911 and you can go to jail, okay? That's how this is going to play out. I will not hit you back. They both walked off and they never had another problem with either one of them. Both of them were high as a kite when they said that. I don't think they even remembered it the next day. We never brought it up again. I didn't go run into the boss. Oh, they threatened to beat me up. Oh my, I'm not. That's not my way. It's just not. Oh, she cutthroat me. Oh, I just don't mind. It's just don't fucking. This isn't a daycare. It's a professional business. So we don't act like that. I don't act like that. I'm not the drama. So I didn't really talk to him about the waitress bullshit. I got it. I don't need his help. I don't need it. The cops that are helping me that told me not to open the bag anymore, they got my back. That's all I need. I don't need to go to the boss with it, do I? The guys that tell me everything you people say, they wanted to frame you for petty larceny when you take the money and set it up. So don't set it up anymore. Make her do it. So those guys that told me Mike Nealey was drugged before anybody else knew, remember I did email the Florida State's attorney. I did know he was drugged. He didn't do it. You did that. Let's hash that. Let's have that. Let's just retry that. Okay? You go around telling everybody, she can't prove it. She can't prove it. Let's try that. Let's retry his murder trial in your civil case. Let's put you on the stand. Let's find out how many times are you in Oklahoma a week. How often are you here? How many times have you hung out with my family? I didn't introduce you to my family. You go around, you tell people a bunch of bullshit. It's embarrassing. There's not a romance there. You made everybody believe that. Traffickers forge documents. They forge documents so they can get into your bank account and call your school and call the place where you live and get in your room and look around when you're not home. Yeah. So when you do it to me, though, you got caught. You have come. I moved twice to get away from you. You have come to an entirely different state where you don't live, broke into my home, tore everything up. You're raping me, and I'm kicking you off me, and you're crying foul. How embarrassing. How pathetic. You're not the victim. Poke and peep. You are not the victim. It is illegal to stalk. It is a felony in all 50 states because people don't like it when you do that. It's illegal to peep. It's illegal to hack. It's illegal to clone. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. I could have been waitressing all this time. I'm done waitressing because I don't want to be around you, you little twit. I'm sorry, I'm used to higher class people. I don't even know how to relate to you. So you do your thing, and I'm not going to waitress anymore. I don't want to deal with you. Never have I, the whole time I've been at this club, ever had to deal with someone like you. And I'm not going to do it. So I start dancing, and I injured my knee. Bad. I thought it was just going to go away after a couple days. I stay off it for a couple days, and it didn't. So then she tries her little petty larceny. Oh, you took the money. Pull the cameras. Call Paul. I'm like, no. I didn't even open the bag. We heard y'all talking about it. I didn't even open the bag. Why are you counting the money at 10 o'clock at night anyway? We count it at the end of the night. We've never counted at 10. So somebody told you to do that. To frame me for what, you petty larceny? Oh, the DJ has it. Yeah, what, did he put it back? Yeah, he put it back. Yeah, that's all. Get out of my face, you little twit. Low class piece of, Charles's bitch. So I'm done with it. I'm going to go ahead and leave. And Paul's telling me you don't have to, don't go. We got shit we need to clean up. We did. There's a mess over there. People would throw crap outside, leave, and just throw crap outside. So outside the building was all kinds of junk. So we got all that cleaned up while I was there. I cleaned up stuff that I don't know when the last time it was clean. I cleaned all that up, even though I had $4,000 sitting in my account. Had $4,000 sitting in there for 10 days. Didn't say a word. Kept cleaning, kept working, trying to make the club a better club. I wrote a business model for the dancers. I wrote a business model for the waitress. I've already shown it. I'm not showing it again. If you got Alzheimer's, that's your problem. We had quite a bit more to go. We had homeless people coming in and raiding the storage shed they got out there. So I had to run them off, and a lot of stuff was going on. Plumbing problems. So I had to sit there and wait for the plumbers, and so not that that's any of your business, is it? Why are you in Oklahoma, Charles? John Frulo's not here. Why are you here? If you're not stalking, if you're not selling people, why are you here? Where I live is none of your business. It's not your business, David. It's not your business, Lucius. It's not your business, Calvin. We can always tell your people because you're nosy. You want to look guilty. You want a sign that says, I'm guilty of everything she says. You do what you do. Do what you're doing. Because you shouldn't give a fuck. John Frulo doesn't. Why do you? So you don't go around and tell people we're in a romance. There's not a romance. You don't get in my Dasher app and start making it where I can't make money, or I get your guy with the doorbell camera, or you're standing outside with a fucking tripod or something. Stay away from me, and you stay away from my family. And every time you don't, we get more. And all the intel that we get is already being used against you in a court of law. Already. Okay? I'm done explaining. It's different when you do it to me. I always find out before. And it's the same every time you do it. I always find out before. Do you understand words like same and different, before and after, cause and effect? When you do the crime to me, you get caught. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. I just said it in the last podcast, and you still did it anyway. Thank goodness I have 2 phones. I sat there for God knows how long thinking I wasn't getting any orders in. Get the fuck, Calvin, out of my phone. Sanjay, Calvin, Charles, all of you. Get the fuck out of my fucking phone. Get out of it. Get the hell out of my fucking phone. There's no fight here. I still have a key. I can go back anytime. I wanted to waitress. You can waitress with a bad knee. Jumping on the pole is a whole different thing. But you guys wanted me arrested on prostitution. So it couldn't be waitressing. It had to be on the pole. Right? And I've told Sheriff Reed, to his friend, tell Sheriff Reed he doesn't need to do a raid and get everybody all upset. All he has to do, if he wants to talk to me, is walk in and ask for me. And I'm happy to talk to him. Maybe do business out of Godivas, because they do that shit there. I didn't talk to Paul about the money laundering. There's no point in it. What's going to happen, he's going to go to the girl, and he's going to say, girl, are you money laundering on my stage? Are you using my business for your business? Illegal business? Are you using my legal business, my building, my employees, my utilities to promote prostitution and drug traffic? Are you doing that? Oh, no, of course not. How can he prove it? He can't go. He's not a sheriff. He can't go get subpoenas. He can't send undercovers in to watch. He can't do the things that a cop can do. Right? Go to Godivas. You need to get that club full of paying customers, because you've about ruined that club. And that's not your place. You used his building. You used his employees. You used him. Right? Didn't you use Paul? For your, to make your buck on illegal shit. I'm going to explain the thing that happened with the one girl again. 3 guys walk in with $14,000 cash. Those girls were getting 1 to 5 thrown on stage on them every night. I danced with girls that won the national competition for pole. They didn't come out with that kind of money. Maybe once in a while, but not every night. 1,000 to 5 every fucking night. And I'm like, that's not normal. That's a little off. There's some money. They're laundering money for something. What is it? Well, 14 grand. These 3 guys walk in. They don't want to pay the cover. I'm like, you got to pay the cover. We got $14,000. I see that. So you can afford the fucking cover, can you not? The guy argued with me for 15 minutes. Finally, he pays it. I take that. Go back towards the bar. Another one throws $60 on me. Here, that's for you. Just threw it. I'd pick it up. One of the girls starts screaming and yelling, "You can't take my money!" I'm like, holy shit. This is a strip club. Guys throw money where they want to throw it. But it's not your business. Here we go again. With that. They have a thing about getting in everybody else's business. So, I'm like, the fuck is it? So, then, they're throwing a little bit here and a little bit there. The girls get on stage, the same 3 that are traffic victims. They're your traffic victims. What about Catherine? How long has she been your traffic victim? Huh? The one that used to have come spy on me at Carino's? How long has she been a victim? Yeah, she is one too. Okay, so they're starting to throw a little bit of money on stage. The owner says, we're closing. Actually, it was the owner's son. We're closing. You guys need to buy a dance or leave. Well, you got $14,000. Yeah, we see that. So spend it on a dance or a VIP or get the hell out. The club only makes money on a dance or a VIP or drinks. They don't make any money at all from the stage. One of the girls starts screaming and crying. Literally. Like it's a fucking daycare. I'm like, oh my God. He does make them leave. If he was on the take, if he knew what was going on, he wouldn't have made them leave, would he? He had no idea. So he made them leave, and the girls left with him. And they come back the next day. Oh, he threw it in the parking lot at Waffle House and the homeless got it. And we're like, God, do we have stupid written across our forehead? But we'll pretend we believe you, because I want you to keep talking about it. So I'll pretend I believe you. And so what happened is they come in with 14 grand to buy the prostitution. If they have to pay the cover charge, then they're out that money. If one of them throws $60 on me, again, out that money. They're short a little now. And they get out the door and the money's not laundered. They hadn't thrown it all on stage yet. So it's not laundered yet. That's why the girl's freaking out. What's Dave gonna do to her? She comes in short and it's not laundered. Okay. So you guys wanted me out. I caught all that. Right? So Matt wants me there so he can serve me. Where I'm going, wow, Matt wants to serve. That's the important thing here, Matt. Serve me. We're going to retry Mike Nealeys' case because I've said you guys killed him. I've said Matt didn't know about it before and he's the only one that didn't. But he helped cover it up after. Did he not? You see him calling me up and saying, what can we do to get Mike Nealey home? Clearly, there's an injustice here. There's a fraud upon a court. Let's make it right with that guy and get him. He's a cop. He's a police officer. Let's get him home. I don't see Matt doing that. Matt wants to serve me. So, and you got Dave and Charles going, well, we don't want her back out of the club unless we can have her arrested for prostitution when she takes her shoes off. Selectively prosecute her, make an example like Stormy Daniel. Make the other girls see, here's what we do to girls that don't do what we say. Yeah. Okay. All this time I could have been out there waitressing. But I won't waitress if that girl's there. One of the bouncers said, She said she won't be back out here. You guys come out here looking for her? You're full of crap. You wanted us to bully her out, we bullied her out. What are you whining for? We did exactly what you told us to do. Scripts and role-playing and a whole thing. She said she's not coming back if Amanda's here. Amanda's running their drugs. She's not going anywhere. So I guess, you're tough out of luck. Right? I don't know which bouncer said that. I'm quoting somebody else. Quoted the bouncer. Maybe you should have thought about that before you had us bully her out. I did leave because I'm not going to sit there with a knee that's not working right. And, it wasn't getting any better. And I'm not going to put up with your little twit. I don't have to. I fucking don't have to. And your nosy potty customers that come in and ask questions that are none of their business, way out of line. Talk about low class. And here's your canned food. Oh my God, you work for Charles, don't you? You come in here with the canned food and the nosy potty questions. You're one of his people. We can always tell. That's what his people do. So, yeah. I gave a lot of lap dances to a lot of cops with no shoes on. It wasn't a problem until you need to deliver. Now it's a problem. I've never had problems with my school until you need to deliver. Now it's a problem. You think people are stupid? You're stupid if you think nobody suspects a thing. And it speaks to your delusion, Mr. Perry, that you think I would talk to you. You are off your nut. You think you're going to talk me into doing something? We just need to go. What kind of offer do we want? Nothing. You take your offer, shove it up your ass. What I said and what my guy said in March 2020 is, you don't invade her privacy. Don't contact her or her family. She'd better not be broke anymore. You're offering her illegal money, a bribe. You owe her a legal debt. Pay the legal debt and get the hell out, or I'm going to do it for you. So when we quote you, he's doing it for you. What day is he going to arrest you and how bad is it going to be? You're going to leave me the fuck alone. I came here to be with my family and have no further contact with you at all. No further dealings. You're not my boyfriend. You're a fucking rejected fail, too stupid to figure out how to move on. And you're trafficking people. Very serious crimes. It comes with a life sentence per count. And I will not have anything to do with your Houston people. They get near me, I'll beat the shit out of them the same way I would you. Stay the hell away from me. We all know you're dangerous. We all get that. We all know you've tried to kill me more than once. We all know you could walk up and cap my ass at any moment. But you're not going to kill me without a fight. And I'm not going to be trafficked. And I've said that. My answer is no. It's been no for 10 years. Take your dress off. Put your little purse down and your little doll and act like a dude. Act like a fucking dude. I'm not asking you. We're not asking you. We quote you every fucking day. Every day. So, hang on. Alright, so you want to serve me, Mr. Powell. Please be prepared for me to... I've said you guys killed Lucky Miller. And you tried to kill Mike, and when he wouldn't die, you did a false arrest, just like you did to me. I can spot a pattern the second time you did it. We're both drugged. We both don't die. We both end up false arrested. It doesn't take me 10 years. You fuck with me, you get caught. You fuck with me, you get caught. We quote you every day. Nobody else has done that. I have your code words. I got your fucking names. Right, Dickie, Richard, Sonjay, Beverly, Renee, right? Okay. So, Betancourt, Mr. Betancourt. Okay, so we got more here. Look at that. Look at that. She sat there for 10 days with all that money and never said a word about it. She kept cleaning and kept doing all the stuff she always did, except dancing because her knee was injured. And she didn't take any money on the middle... Oh, it's not like what he was saying is it's not like she took money in the middle of the day and then had somebody come pick her up and took off with it. She left at night. So I don't think she stole the money. I think you're full of shit. As usual. Yeah. This emoji, I didn't type that emoji. Mr. Perry did. What the hell? I mean, get the fuck out of my fucking phone. And he said she left at night when everybody was there. She probably is trying to make a little bit more. And waitress runs her off, And she didn't talk to Paul or his boys about it, and I didn't. I don't whine and complain. I'll handle it myself. And I have cops helping me. A lot of them. 40. Who tell me everything you guys just said. That you want this false arrest and this lie affidavit signed by force and coercion. And then you want to traffic me, and then I'm off a ship. Oh, we're going to have a honeymoon. We get on a ship, and oh shit, she fell off. Give her a nice little shove, or she's a floater in the bathtub. Anyway, we've said this already over and over and over. It's not like this is new news. This is old news. Ty Buttram was all, oh, when's she going back out to the club? What's up, Ty? What nosy body, Ty? I mean, what do you do? What are you worried about? Who's going to what strip club? What are you worried about strip clubs for? Yeah, be a nosy. That telltale sign of Charles's people. Nosy and broke. Okay, so somebody said that. Every time Charles and Dave come around, it's drama, problems, and it's not too long, and everybody's broke. So you can't use Paul's Club and his employees and his light bill and all that stuff to run your prostitution and drugs out of that club. Go to Joe's. Don't do it to Paul. You get Paul's Club full of paying customers. Okay? Listen, we're not asking you. We're telling you that's what you're going to do, or you're going to pay for it. You've already spent $25+ million for a cover-up you did not get. What you did is bought us a hell of a lot of intel. That intel will be used to put you in jail. It's already being used. Right? I'm not asking you. You act like you think you have a choice. And as much as we quote you, why do you think that? Nobody understands why you guys think that. Nobody picked a fight with you. I came here not to have a fight and to just be left the fuck alone. So don't whine and complain. You picked the fight. You pick the fight every time you cause a problem. You pick the fight every time you contact me. You pick the fight every time you invade my privacy. You pick a fight every time you nosy body into my business. Because I came here to be left alone. John Frulo's not doing all that. Why are you? Why are you? I'm not leaving. I'm going to wait till you go to jail. Then I can go see my family and we're not all threatened. And I will never be broke again and I'll have my privacy back. Okay? That's how that's going to be. I'm not asking you. We're not asking you. We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. We got your names. You don't have ours. We're not asking. We're not asking. There will be no conversation, Charles. I've said all I have to say, and you never shut up. I don't want your BLA money. I don't want your threats. He said, do not threaten her again, and don't bribe her again. At no time does she have to lie for you, bitch. Don't invade her privacy. Don't contact her or her family, and she's not to be broke anymore. Get your hands out of her wallet. Period. That's it. That was in March 2020. How much more did we get after that? Because you act like you can't understand what the fuck people are saying. He says it, then he shows you. He says it, then he shows you. Every day, over and over and over and over. No other victim knows the traffic beforehand. No other victim hears murder. Here, let's talk to a hitman about killing her. I did. I heard it. I heard it more than once. All right. So, when we say you don't have a choice, you fucking don't have a choice. You're really fucking delusional, all of you. All you got a mental problem. Okay, so that's what he's saying. She didn't complain about it. She didn't throw a fit. She didn't go in there and whine. She stayed there 10 days, all that money, put up with all kinds of crap from that little twit girl, and kept cleaning and kept working. So I find it really hard to believe she took that money. We don't count money at 10 o'clock at night. We count money at the end of the night. That's just what we do. So, yeah, you guys are even stupid criminals. You can't even do crime right. I did not type that emoji. Get the fuck out of my phone. So we just did that. We just did the fucking, look at that. It wouldn't even open today. Yeah, we gotta make her broke so she'll do what we say. When you didn't listen in March 2020, we got names. See that? We got a couple of them recently. Doug. Who's Doug? Who's Greg and Tim? See, we got those because when you fuck with me, you get caught. We start getting names. The more cruel you get, the more creepy you get, we get more names. Right, Richard? Get a ringtone, Richard. Okay, so there's all that. We get the fucking... How many times have I had to repeat this stuff? God guy with a tripod followed me around. Is that your guy? Or is that some... Where's the car one? Oh, that's... Yeah. There's one about the car. He's gonna take my car, and here, we'll give you this car. I'll give you a nice car, but you're gonna have to, lie for me. Tell me who these guys are. This was the first of it, Mr. Perry, before my false arrest. Remember? All I did was follow the law in Oklahoma. You gotta file a police report if you want a protective order. If somebody's threatening you with death and false arrest, you need a protective order. You knew that. Because my first protective order was denied because I forgot the police report. It wasn't even a week. You got me charged in Lubbock, filing a police report in retaliation for him doing his job. Wow. When did this stuff become part of your job? You know, Mr. Perry cannot identify his legislative duties or what state he legislates in. He's not all there. Look at this. There's nothing political here. Look at the date. Long before I could have anticipated you would commit perjury. How many times you committed perjury? Matt Powell, you're in trouble for this too. Everybody fully expected you guys to make this right with me, and when you didn't, we got a lot of intel out of that. People were upset. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? Doing that shit to her. We hear that a lot. Why are they doing that to her? What the hell's wrong with them that they're putting her through that? Why are they doing that to her? Okay, so we got all that way back. Way back before you went into court and lied. There's no fucking political vendetta. You don't matter. Remember? No, but there's a police report that was never investigated. I heard one of the judges was upset about that. There's some police reports here that TPD didn't do shit. They didn't investigate. Fuck. That's inappropriate. Gender discrimination. Guys, we don't act like that now. We don't act like that now. Equality's in. The Me Too movement's in. Gender discrimination is like, oh my gosh, you're from Noah's Ark or something. This is a different generation. Look at the date on that. 121. When was the evidence properly collected? When was the protocol followed? Well, oh, it wasn't. Remember? It was not. You did not do it like you're supposed to do it. Then I get charged. This is when they called me. Look at the date. And she's like, I need to get your evidence if you want to press charges. Yeah, except I'm already sitting in jail over here in Podunk Nowhere, Texas, where the people don't know how to read and shit and have no memory of, oh gosh, we have another protective order we applied for over here. The Judge Irish said, I can't give you the protective order. You didn't establish jurisdiction, which at that point in time, I had an attorney on this. I didn't know what the hell that was. Fucking didn't know. Okay, so right here, it says number 2, you didn't bring your police report to the court. I had a case number and the officer's name, but I forgot the actual report. So it says you have to file it. Look, right there. Okay, I'm getting fucking death threats and false arrest threats on a daily basis. You need a protective order from these people. Right, Judge Parker and Judge Egan? Okay. Then Mr. Perry admits to stalking and agrees to stop. He will have Charles Perry, it's my bond conditions, will have no contact with her. You obstructed justice. You destroyed my evidence. I sat illegally detained for 2 fucking months. No evidence of a political vendetta. No evidence of a false police report. Nobody took my report. No, they took the fucking desk clerk took my report. I never talked to a cop. Protocol wasn't followed. No evidence was ever collected. I get the call while I'm already in jail. Wow, good police work, TPD. You can see why our guys are real impressed with y'all. You don't get the phone call, right? That's why, right there. And then while I'm in jail, they're planning the next one. I swear to God, every day these guys, there's like 20, 30 of you, have a meeting. How can we make Cindy fail? Call her school and tell them not to include some assignments and fail her. That way she won't have any money. The timing of it, guys, got you in some trouble. You have no idea. It's not hit you yet. It will. Okay, but you could, you guys are old. You're so smart. We got all this money and power. Okay. So you can find out when that hits. While I'm in jail for the first one, they're planning the next one. We're gonna send her home, harass the fuck out of her, and when she complains about it, we'll say she's harassing us. We're gonna provoke. We're gonna piss her off. We're gonna wreck her car. I'm gonna threaten her car. I'm gonna take your car and I'll give you a new car, but you'll have to lie for me and be trafficked. And do you know what that means? That means I gotta go suck all your best friends, your customer, your dicks. No, I don't think so. Absolutely not. Why did you know how to... What made you go after a cop's granddaughter? 4 generations of police I'm raised in. And you guys are surprised it's different when you do it to me? They gave me that in jail. That's Fabian's name. You can't see that one. That's Fabian's name, Mr. Perry. See, I'm going to be around people like this. Third most powerful guy in DC. And this, and you think I'm going to put up with your little stupid little drug addict waitress twit? Bullying me? You think? You think I would do that? You're off your nut. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so that's my granddad. Right there, Chief Hall. His name is on the front door of the police department where he was chief. Still to this day. Somebody else gave him a hard time. And he never apologized and he never backed off. And now nobody knows who that other guy was. No one cares. But my granddad, they got a whole room set up with look at that. Whole fucking room. Look at his name's at the top of it. Because if you do the right thing will happen at the end of the day. But you gotta, there's adversity. Heroes only come when there's adversity. My granddad is my hero. Everybody knows that. You know what he taught us? Keep your hands to yourself. Mind your own business. Stand up straight. Keep your elbows off the table. And don't butt into other people's shit. Mind your own business. Get some fucking class. Be busy in your own life, and then you don't have time to butt into somebody else's. And you know what else he taught us? Slay the dragon. Tell the victim you're safe now. You be that one. You be that one. Catch what everybody else missed. Make sure victims are safe. Make sure people are safe. That's what law enforcement is for. TPD. Heard of it? Law enforcement. You heard of that? They wrote this article about my granddad in this magazine. It was kind of like being on Forensic Files or First 48. Back then they didn't have all that, so we had magazines. And they solved this murder in Roswell, New Mexico. That's my great-granddad. L.G. Hall, captain of detectives. I grew up with him. And you thought it was weird that I kept catching your crime? Well, I have help, though. It's my family that you fucked with. My kids. Yeah. I don't think that's going to fly, Mr. Perry. So, you know, I didn't see Mr. Powell come to the aid of Michael Nealey. See? I'm going to take her car. And he's telling me, I'll give you a new car, but you got to tell me who these guys are helping you. And you got to help me commit my crime. You got to obstruct justice and help me with my crime. I want to have a hearing. Yep, there's certain questions in that hearing you're not entitled to get the answer to, sir. You're not. We're quoting judges, so be very careful. And if I can outsting up a cop who's fairly intelligent and a Florida state's attorney and them not know that's what I'm doing, you sure shit better watch out if I put you on the stand. You won't make it. You got Huntington's disease. You won't last 2 minutes. Why are you in Oklahoma? How often are you in Oklahoma? How often have you hung out with my family and taken them to dinner? How often have you sat them down and gone, here's the scripts and the role playing? Gaslighter, witness tamper. Give me the information off of her car so I can take it away from her. How often have you done all that? Huh? How often have you done that at my work? Huh? Answer the question now for Judge Parker and Judge Egan. Answer it now. Why are you? Why is John Frulo's not here? Why are you? What part of all of that is your legislative duties? Where's the political vendetta? We went through the caucus thing. There's no. We were on the same side. I showed the emails. I always got an email somewhere about something. Okay, so you're full of shit. In other words, you're very delusional. There's not a relationship. You don't call anybody and say I'm her boyfriend or I'm her anything. You're a criminal. That's it. You're a criminal. I'm the victim. You're a job. And I'm the bait. And you take the bait every time. It's not been hard at all. Not been hard at all. You're not the brightest bulb. Here's my Fabian puzzle. These are texts to Fabian the night that Mr. Perry came into my work. Anything political here? We're talking about Charles and Dave, but we're not talking about politics. We're talking about stalking, and you're butting into something that doesn't concern you. And then my guys give me that puzzle in jail. Look at you. You're the butt-in. Yeah. So the forgeries cannot be used. I didn't sign them. I've not even seen them. And you're not to use them. You're not to use them. Tell the guys in Houston, I apologize. I lied to you. I can't deliver this one because you're not going to deliver me. You've tried to kidnap me. My guys tell me don't take orders at the hotel. He's hacked your app and he's getting orders at a hotel and the airport. You just did it again tonight. We just showed it. Trying to make me destitute so I'm easier to coerce. Take her car, take her money. There's nothing left. Then she'll be easier to coerce. That's a crime too. Trafficking's a crime. Coercion's a crime. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. Interstate commerce. Where's DoorDash? They're not in Tulsa. Illegal access and use of an electronic device to coerce. Take your car to coerce. On and on. I could go on and on. I mean, it's like 20 different things with every little thing you do. My guy's like, oh my God, it's going to take his attorney 6 years just to read through everything we could charge him with if we decide to charge him with everything. All of them. This is a conspiracy too. There's more than one involved, so it's a conspiracy to commit. Right? Yeah, nobody will call you back. So, Fabian is the manager that said, I think you deserve better than to spend the rest of your life being harassed by this guy. And don't call people up and tell them we're in a romance and I don't want her to be in Oklahoma. It's not up to you. When we quote you, is it up to you? Is it up to you, Lucius, Calvin? Sanjay, was it up to you that I got your names? Geppetto? Oscar, Betancourt? Doug? Is it up to you when I got your names? Renee, Beverly? No. So why is it you think that's up to you? I think you're just delusional. You think you're going to sit me down and talk me into doing something and you're off your nut. We said her privacy's not to be invaded. You don't contact her anymore or her family. Not in any way, shape, or form. Not directly, not indirectly. Stay away from these people. Leave them alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. And when you did not, when you decided that you had a choice, you guys thought you had a choice, we got so much intel, it is not even funny. Look at all that. Houston, guys. He lied to you. He lies to everybody. All of that came. Those are subject lines to emails. There's a recording of what they just said. I typed it up, and those are subject lines to all. There's thousands of them. Thousands of them. I found out you trafficked me before. I found out, the day you took my car, I've got an email the day before, January 18th. Call Brandon and tell him that she's coming up to take a shower here in a little bit. We want that car taken from her. He's like, let us know when she gets there. Brandon's the manager at Flying J. You had me sleeping in my car. You had me sleeping in my car. I had to go up there and take a shower. $20. I paid that guy $20 fucking dollars every time I had to take a fucking shower. Half the time you told him to make it cold, and I had to take a cold shower. You guys like torture. You got mommy issues and you hate women. You think it's cute to torture women. Guess what though? We're getting the information. We're getting the help. Look, people did not like what you did to me, so we got this. Some of it's leaks, some of it's wiretap orders. But a lot of powerful people gave us all this. They made sure we got it, Mr. Perry, because you horrified them. They can't imagine. What kind of monster does something like that? And then I didn't go that day, but I typed it up in an email. And the next day I go, take a shower, and I walk outside, my car's gone. But I had finished my shower. I was getting ready to leave. I got a DoorDash order at Denny's, right next door. That's where you had my car taken. DoorDash. You used DoorDash to do it. right? You could only know when I'm gonna take a shower if you had cameras in my fucking car. Jesus. It's different when you do it to me. What does that say? It's 18th of January. Call Brandon. Tell him she's coming to take a shower. Let's get her car. Yeah. And then you had it taken from the Flying J the next day. I'm texting my car guy. Did you repo my car? Mr. Perry made sure I couldn't pay it. You know, hacking my Dasher app. Jamming it up. It won't work. Or I'm just sitting there while no orders come in. Right? Or upside down orders. Right, Calvin and Sonjay? Don't y'all do that? Get her. My guys are like, don't take a hotel. Don't go to a hotel room, because they will grab you by the arm and pull you in, and you're off to I don't know where. And don't go to the airport. They'll grab you by the arm and throw you on a plane, and you're off to I don't know where. So, when you get an order at a hotel, leave it in the lobby and get the hell out as soon as you can. Get in, leave it in the lobby, take your picture, and get the fuck out. Get your money and leave. And don't take anything at the airport at all. So, they caught you before, and you think you have a choice? Yeah, you don't have a choice. You don't fucking have a choice. I'll never talk to you, Charles. I'll talk to you on the stand. Okay, you made sure I don't have an attorney, so I gotta represent myself. And guess what? It turns out I'm not half bad at it. What you did there is you showed me that I have a talent I didn't know I had. So I had to study myself. When you ran off all the customers when I was working at Sensations and there's nobody, I'd go in the back and read law books. It turns out I got to be pretty good at it. And it's really not that hard to copy and paste Brady violations and then concealment of material facts from the deciding body. I just copy and paste that. I've done it 3 times now. 3 fucking times. Because you know, I can spot a pattern. Second time you do it, doesn't take me 10 years. Alright, so here's that. I didn't have any. There's no blow up with my boss. I guess there was some concern about why was she out there. There was a lot to do. There was a lot of cleanup. I needed a place to stay. They took my car. I had no place to stay, no place to go, literally. And they needed my help. They needed somebody to be at the club when the plumber comes and to clean shit up. It needed to be cleaned up. We had people come in to haul stuff off, and when I wasn't dancing or sleeping, I was cleaning the shit out of that place. So it was convenient for both of us. Then you wanted me run off. Now Ty Buttrom's all, when's she going back out to that club? Ty, they don't want me back out the club. I was catching the money laundering and crap. They're using Miss Paul's business like it's theirs. Like they think it's theirs. That's what they do. They're using my body for a profit. And I said, no. You owe me $1,000 a day for watching me in the privacy of my home, plus $2,000 a day for doing it without my consent. And you're not going to sell me. You get anywhere near me, I'll kick your ass, and you know that I can, because I'm that mad at you. I want what you took back, and I want you to get out. And when the guys arrest you, when they do it for you, which is why they're getting the intel like this, I won't be broke ever again. I'll have my privacy back. My family and I can talk and not be threatened. Did you leak? Did you tell her? We had a big dinner. We paid you guys. We gave y'all a dinner. We told you, here, you say this and you say that. And here's your scripts and here's your role playing. Did one of y'all leak? Yeah. See, it's different now. Things are different when you do it to me. Why is that? I mean, we've heard a lot of speculation. I don't know. Mr. Consueler, look at that. And they did the next day. Took my car. And they're hacking my DoorDash app. And so cops from somewhere else are telling me, don't go into a hotel room, or up to a hotel room, and don't go to the airport. You'll be kidnapped. Does that not concern you, sir? Why are you participating in the gender discrimination, the misogyny? Why would anyone do that now in this day and age? Chief Franklin is an African American man. There's no discrimination now. There's just not any. I hear people that make discriminatory comments about black people or African American people or Native American or Indian. Guess what? It's not cool. It's not cool. I don't get it. I really don't. Albuquerque was kind of a melting pot. Vegas is kind of a melting pot. So I'm spending most of my time in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in Vegas. And I can't even begin to understand why in the fuck anybody would do that. I didn't grow up like that. We didn't hear that a lot when I was growing up, because in Albuquerque, it's a melting pot. People are very welcoming to all kinds of different races and cultures, and it's a diverse place. And so I can't imagine. I have a very hard time when people talk to me about racism and stuff like that. I have a hard time with understanding it. Because I wasn't around it. I didn't grow up in the South. I grew up in Albuquerque. Racially, there's Native Americans in Albuquerque. There's Hispanic population in Albuquerque. There's whites. There's all kinds of different people, and I grew up where everybody's the same. Everybody's the same. So I don't get it. I really don't. Where, and I grew up in the home of a very honorable, high-class police officer who believes that law enforcement's calling is to relieve suffering caused by crime, and you do your best or go home. And so to see a cop kiss the ass of a sex weirdo is something else also I can't even fathom. I can't even begin to fathom that. Why the hell would you lower yourself to that? Why would you lower yourself to that? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I've slept in my car for 6 months and not been able to eat because I will not do that. Better you than me. That's all I can say. Better you than me. It's not going to be me. So I'm sorry it's you. Alright. Leave me the fuck alone, Charles. When you fuck with me, you get caught. We get stuff like that. Every day. We get it before you do it, not after. This was before. He did it on the 19th. I didn't go up to the 19th. I'm trying to help my boss, Paul, clean up his place. He was kind enough to give me some place to stay and work. And the rest of it's really nobody's business, is it? It's not anybody's business. If you have that much time on your hands, you're very boring and you need to get a life. And Mr. Perry, why are you in Oklahoma? How often are you in Oklahoma? What is it you do when you're here? I want you to tell Judge Parker and Judge Egan, answer those questions. Answer those questions. What are you doing with your time? Why are you going around telling people there's a relationship there and that you want me to leave the state? What does it matter to you? It doesn't matter to John Frullo. Why does it matter to you? Because we're not a couple. You're a reject. You're fucking rejected. I moved 2 times to get away from you and have no contact with you and no conflict and no drama. People don't like problems and they don't like those who cause it. It's different when you do it to me. Why do you think that is? Tell Judge Parker, tell Judge Egan, without me being in court, putting you on the stand, just tell them now. Why do you think it's different how do I know that you're in those courts? Oh gosh, how do I know that you were in Kirkendall's court? And she said, I think you need to leave her alone so I can rule out entrapment and provocation, because you got this email from way back when that it says that you expressed intent to harass her and cause major life-changing problems for her. And then when she complained about it, say she's harassing you, and I'm sorry, but I need, and so what'd you yank it from her court and take it to Judge Parker? She didn't say what you wanted to hear? I want you to tell Judge Parker and Judge Egan, when was it that you took Judge Cummings hunting? Don't lie in court, because we know the answer to that question. We know that. Tell them why you kept me from testifying for Officer Nealey. What's it to you? If you had nothing to do with the murder and the attempted murder of Officer Nealey, what difference did it make to you if I testify for him or not? Explain all that. You sure you wanted me to be in a hearing and throw you up on the stand and go at you? You sure? Make sure you can handle that, because I assure you I don't think you can. Remember, you have Huntington's disease. It causes delusion, hallucinations, paranoia, psychosis, and impaired cognitive reasoning. And the police that told me don't go to the hotel, don't go up to a room, he'll grab you and kidnap you. You're gone. I can't get you out of that. I can't get there in time. And TPD's not going to do shit. So, you're on your own. Just don't go up there. Just don't go up there. Okay? Don't go to the airport. Those guys in Houston bought a plane ticket. They'll flat kidnap you. So don't go to the airport. Right? Okay, and how do I know that? How do I know that? Tell the judges, how do I know that? How do I know you have Huntington's disease? How do I know Mike was drugged before anybody else said it? I emailed the Florida State's attorney. I've shown that over and over. We got a whole blog on it. On why there's no way he did that. And we told you to get him out and you didn't. Okay. Matt wants to serve me. Let's retry that murder trial in your civil case, okay? Yep.
Talk to me for 2 minutes. First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.